Alright, this is Extra Factors 77 by David Peter and Barry Stroman, and this is part one of a Mutant abortion storyline. And I'm not going to say what my opinions on abortion are, because there is no right answer that would not cause me to lose subscribers. This issue, it guest stars Cannonballs, and I tell you what, if they replaced Shitty Pillock with Cannonballs, this would be like one of the bestest Excellent Men teams ever. Although it would still have some pretty rubbish art. I do think there is some real potential and inventiveness exploring the pro-life debate through the whole mutie idea. This doctor, he has come up with some way to work out if your sprog is going to be born a mutie, and there's also the whole designer baby thing and aborting babies with Down syndrome and stuff like that. But at the same time, David Peter, he's having to tiptoe around it a tad. We see more of that next issue. The art is very wonky though. This is very stylised and it takes some getting used to. But one thing that never flows well is action scenes. This part is Wolf Girl. She is taunting one of their prisoners, one of the evil muties. He is one of Sinestro's lackeys. And it's hard to really follow, even though it is a relatively simple scene. And even like the talky bits, which Barry Stroman sometimes gets away with, they are not as consistent as they normally are. I think this is actually one of his last issues on the series. He co-pencils the next issue, and then I think he does like one more issue after that. Here they are discussing the legality of Extra Factors holding mutie baddies without trial. And then the MILFs show up. These are Robert Liefeldman characters, and they are here to free the Sinestro Corps from imprisonment, which sadly means we've got another action scene to try and follow. Wolf Girl, she's getting creamed by the combined forces of the MILFs and Sinestro Corps, but then the rest of Extra Factors show up. We have got Strong Guy, not Sunder. We have got Pillock, Miss Magnet, and Multiplication Man. And not the Flash, because he was really bad at getting in on these sorts of team shots. He is there though, he shows up and beats up Tempest. Also, David Peter, he always likes to interject humour into his comics, and sometimes it works. Other times it becomes very one note and repetitive, but here is a really funny bit where one of the MILFs, Cypher, he says, "Look, it is Excellent Force, but with a completely different lineup." Really funny that. Well done, David. And then we have got a big fight, and I cannot help but wish this was drawn by someone else. Someone less stylised, so that stuff like Strong Guy, not Sunday, you idiots, Strong Guy fighting Foreskin, that would just be a nice, fun, big visual fight. Someone like Ron Lee, Stanley Lee's little brother, he would draw the fuck out of this scene. It is hard to really follow the action. I'm not really a fan of Barry Stroman to begin with, but his action, these scenes are really a problem. We've got a cutaway here. There was an ongoing subplot about this incompetent art man who thought of himself as like a super villain, and he never ever accomplished anything. Here he gets electrocuted by his own armoured suit acting as a conductor. I didn't think this is the last we see of him either. And now Cannonballs shows up, and Cannonballs, he is one of my favourite characters, so he is very welcome. Then the MILFs, they escape through a porthole because they freed the muties that they wanted to. So the fight is over. And here is the leader of the MILFs, Strifle. And didn't even try to work out what's happening here. Something about sucking Strifle off through a porthole. It's a scene that Barry Stroman was not born to draw. Here is some baseball cards, Red Sox, that is his name, I think. He's like the main baseball player, Red Sox. He is mostly known because he will never win the World Series. That was one of the catchphrases on Lost. And then he went and won the World Series. Something else to know is during that fight, some of the members of Extra Factors, they did not really get any spotlight. Like Multiplication Man, he seemed to be fighting nobody. Strong Guy, not Sunday, you muppet, Strong Guy. He was fighting Foreskin, but we never really saw that. We saw some of Flash and Miss Magnets and a little bit of Pillock. It wasn't just that it was a badly drawn scene, I didn't think it was executed well altogether. And now we're on to the bit where the writing and the art is a lot better. We have got a lovely scene with Wolf Girl and Cannonballs. They are hard friends, they were on the New Muties together and Excellent Force. And I always felt it was a real shame that Wolf Girl wound up on Extra Factors instead of Excellent Force. Because then, Excellent Force, they wouldn't have had to introduce the substitute Wolf Girl, who is rubbish. Cannonballs, he wants Wolf Girl to come with him and join Excellent Force, but she's not up for that. And Miss Magnets interrupts them, and Cannonballs leaves, rejected. And it's a very small appearance of him. And it serves to strengthen the friendship between Wolf Girl and Miss Magnets. I just wish David Peter hadn't been so dismissive and insulting towards Cannonballs and Excellent Force. And we end with the hook for the next issue. The MILFs, they're going to attack the Mutie abortion clinic from the start of this issue. I have got a lot of gripes with the art and some of the writing, but I do generally like this. I think there's an interesting idea with the abortion angle. It has a nice scene with Cannonballs, and I like to think the action scene would just be much better with a different artist. 7 thumbs up is how I rate Extra Factors 77.